When you think about board games, what comes to your mind? You got Monopoly, Clue, Uno, and this guy. People have been making video games into board games, and board games into video games for a long time. You got Zelda Clue, and Clue for the Switch. While I will talk about variants, I want to mainly focus on video games who made their own idea for a board game, like Street Fighter the deck building game. Released in 2014, this game players must draw cards to either earn characters, equipment, and powers to try and defeat the stage boss. Players can use defensive items or choose to attack, and the player who earns the most points from killing bosses wins. Next, Minecraft card game. A very simple and fun card game I love playing. Players on their turn can either draw materials like iron, wood, or stone, or craft items like a shovel or an axe to earn points. And the first one to the point goal wins. Like I said, very simple. Now, let's look at some variants. First, Zelda Clue, which I've always wanted, but with a $200 price tag, I think I'll pass. And instead of normal Clue, of who killed who, where, and what weapon, you must find the chosen hero, what weapon they must wield to defeat Ganon, and where is Ganon's lair. I can already answer two of those questions. But this game has all new weapons, like the Fairy Bow, Master Sword, and the Megaton Hammer. And a brand new board. This looks like a lot of fun, especially someone whose favorite games are Zelda and Clue. Fitting in with the last one, Zelda Monopoly. This one has no new story, it's just Monopoly, but with Zelda locations, like Temple of Time and Hyrule Castle being the highest cost spaces, and the Elemental Sanctuary being the lowest for some reason. And railroads being Link's companions and rides. Link has like the Loft Wing or the Spirit Train. There's also cool new pieces, like the Triforce, the Hylian Shield, and to fit in with the Zelda theme, Zelda Yahtzee. There's nothing to say about this one, the only difference is it comes with a treasure chest. Pac-Man the game. It's pretty much Pac-Man, this game being up to 5 players with a minimum of 2. The Pac-Man player gets 2 dice to roll, and gets to move around the game board and collect all the pellets, while each ghost gets 1 dice each, and has to catch Pac-Man before he gets all the pellets. And whenever a power pellet is collected, Pac-Man gets to roll 4 dice to go and eat the ghost. And now we need to talk about board game video games. Of course you have digital Monopoly, Clue, and Risk, but we need to talk about the best. Clubhouse Games. Released on June 5th, 2020 for the Nintendo Switch, developed by Indie Cube, and published by Nintendo. This is a board game collection with 51 different games included on it, like Mancala, Dominoes, Chess, Checkers, and Hanafuda. There's many ways to play these games, like Mosaic mode letting you put multiple consoles next to each other on the tabletop, normal tabletop mode, and multiple system local play. Some of these technically aren't board games, but this does feature a lot of board games. And how am I going to talk about board games and not mention Mario Party? Now there's no way I'm going to talk about all 18 games, so I'm just going to pick a few. First, Mario Party 3, released 2001 for the Nintendo 64. If you don't know what Mario Party is, it features a big game board where players roll dice to see how many spaces they move, and the goal is to win the most superstars by the end. But the twist is, after each round, players partake in a minigame, which could be free-for-all, teams, or just chance. But Mario Party 3 didn't change much from the first 2, but it did have a single-player campaign. And finally, Mario Party Superstars. Released for the Nintendo Switch, still the main concept, but this one has 5 old remastered game boards, and it can be played completely online.